Alright guys, so this video I just wanted to go over my Trials predictions along with what I want and what I don't want for Trials when it comes back. The background gameplay is just me playing some D1 elimination. If you don't know, the elimination playlist was the same as Trials in Destiny 1, and so I just kind of wanted to go back and play a little bit because it's been a while. So for my wants, what I really want is it to be different from the competitive playlist, right? Because how Trials was in year 1 for Destiny 2, it was literally just a copy and paste of the comp playlist, which I wasn't really a huge fan of, simply because it's like, it's just playing the same thing, there's nothing different about it except the gear that you get out of it. And so there was just no uniqueness there. I think that since Trials is supposed to be such a totally unique thing, I don't like how it was literally just playing the competitive playlist over again. So how can we make it different from the competitive playlist? Well, I think a big way is bringing back traditional 3v3 elimination. And here's why. One, it's easier, right? Because it's 3v3 instead of 4v4, so there's less people. If you're a casual player, it could be difficult just trying to go flawless. It should be difficult, it shouldn't be super easy. However, with it being 4v4, I think it causes a lot less people to try and go flawless. It's like, what's the purpose of it if I'm just going to lose almost every single game? Also, 4v4 makes the games go for so long, and it just drags out the game so much. It's just not even fun. One full card of Trials can take over an hour, because each game could end up being like 20 minutes long. Also, if it were 3v3 instead of 4v4, it would cause less camping, just simply because there's less people, you have less teammates to team shot with, so people are going to camp less. Another thing is the res token. I actually really like the res token. I wasn't a huge fan of just being able to res people over and over again in D1 Trials. I got really frustrating, and that actually does cause a lot more camping, because you could just sit with your teammate and get the res, and if they die you just get the res over and over again. So not a huge fan. I am a fan of the res token, so I hope that that stays. Another huge thing is gear worth grinding for, because I don't know what you guys think about the year 1 D2 Trials gear, but a lot of it sucked. Like, a lot of it wasn't that great. I think the pulse was pretty good and the shotgun was decent, but nothing that really stood out. You know, there was other things to choose from. There was nothing really worth going for. And also, I think what would be cool, there was like a specific weapon that was unique, kind of like Luna's Howl, or maybe not as good as Luna's, but you know, just something that had a uniqueness about it that you could get after going flawless, you know, like 100 times in a season or something like that. I think that would be pretty dope. Another thing that I think really needs to come back is the boon system from D1. Pretty much how they made it in D2 was almost like the boon system, just without having to put boons on it, because in D1 you would put a boon on and it would give you a win, and then if you got the next win it would give you another free win. So it was like, I think 7 games in total instead of 9 to go flawless, because it was 9 in Destiny 1. In Destiny 2 it's 7. So they pretty much took away the boon system and just made it 7 wins. However, they took away the mercy boon, and I think that was a huge mistake that they shouldn't have done, especially with how long some of the cards take. Because if you're on your flawless game and you've been playing for an hour and you lose that game, like, that's just devastating. It's just not fun. Okay, so on to my don't wants. What I really don't want is 4v4 back, because again, like, the same reason why I want 3v3 is because it causes a lot of camping, causes a lot of team shots, makes the games boring. They last so long, it's just way too long. What I also don't want is objective game modes, and that kind of feeds into making Trials unique and different, because if it's just, you know, a countdown and survival, then there's nothing different about it. There's no uniqueness whatsoever about it. What I also really don't want is Clash or Control being Trials, because that's just, I mean, you know, you go to a quick play for that. You're not going to go into Trials for that. And the biggest thing that I don't want is all this time waiting for Trials to come back and it to be just a huge waste. I really hope that Bungie thought about it a lot, that they've put a lot of work into it, and that they really make it good, especially with all the time that we've waited. I just think that there's a lot of expectations from the community, and if they don't follow through with it, then there's just going to be a ton of backlash. It's just not going to be good for the game overall. Another thing with that is, if it is good and, you know, is different, it's unique, it's more like D1, then a lot of streamers are probably going to come back to the game to play it, and that'll just obviously build the community more, because I don't know if you've noticed, but There's not many people watching D2 anymore. If you look on Twitch, Destiny 2 I don't think is even on the top 20. I think I've seen Destiny 2 peak at around 6,000 viewers in the last couple weeks. So it definitely needs something to bring streamers back and viewers back as well. So my predictions. Unfortunately, I predict that Bungie will have done nothing, or at least not done very much, to truly change Trials for the better. 4v4 is so integrated into Destiny 2, and since there's already a system that was used in year 1 for D2 Trials, it would be easier for Bungie to just, relaunch it instead of making a brand new system, like basically just copying and pasting it instead of making a whole new thing. From a development standpoint, it kind of makes sense that way, because less time spent on that means more time spent on other things that I think they're more focused on. I think the purpose of Bungie taking out Trials in the first place was simply for us to focus more on PvE, like Gambit and the Raid, rather than Trials or PvP in general. But hopefully, at least we'll see some gear that's actually worth grinding for, and hopefully they actually do something to change it. I'm really hopeful for it, but we'll see. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video to support it, and comment what you think Bungie will do with Trials. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. I'll be posting 2 to 3, maybe 4 videos per week, trying to keep consistent with that. And if you don't know, I'll actually be doing Trials help on my Twitch channel. Link will be in the description if you want to follow that and just get some help with Trials when it comes back. We'll be doing raffles for viewers. It's totally free. You don't need to pay for anything. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.